welcome everyone. Welcome to my space. As I was telling Sammy earlier, I have had very little sleep. I've been driving. We drove about 4 hours today to get back from the interior where I live in beautiful British Columbia, back down to Burnaby here, and I'm here now. I want to talk, you guys, not only about the whole Pink Shirt Day kind of theme, but also about dealing with disappointment. And I feel like the bullying and the disappointment kind of go hand in hand. And let me explain my thoughts on this to you. Hurt people hurt people. I feel like this is a saying that's been going around for a while now. And to be honest with you, I hadn't heard it very much, but now I hear it all the time. But it's truth. Hurt people hurt people. So I was talking about that little boy, the one that was being bullied for wearing a pink shirt, and looking at the whole premise of it, you have to think about why the individuals, the two people, were engaged in making this little boy feel bad. What was their purpose? And if you really think about it, the purpose is, by making someone else feel bad, somehow they feel powerful. Does that make sense? Somehow these children felt better in the moment, not necessarily all around, but in the moment, because they were letting someone else get the brunt of their hurt. And when we have to deal with disappointment as humans, our first go-to is the heavy emotions, the sadness, the bitterness, the fear, the anger, right? The defensiveness. That is exactly what we go to. So we hear something we don't like, something doesn't come to fruition that we were hoping was going to, something like a job interview. Say we're going for a job interview and we think we have that nailed. Never, ever assume or have expectations, because then you won't be disappointed. But, you know, we feel we were in our power. We were feeling all of this. And we were like, yeah, you know what? I feel it. I got this job and you don't get the job. Or, you know, you're in a relationship and suddenly, you know, you felt you were feeling all the feels in this relationship and all of a sudden it just doesn't work. Okay. You know, you're disappointed, you're sad. The emotions that we feel as humans, spirits having human experiences, are crazy. They're hardcore, they're deep. As humans, we let everything get to us, even the people, and I love this because I always have 1 or 2 clients every week that say to me, no, nothing, I'm good, nothing really bothers me, I can let it go, none of us have mastered to a T the ability to let things just fall off our shoulders. We just haven't. And if you are the one sitting in the group or listening, hi, Facebook friends, if you're listening on Facebook and you're like, no, I got this. I want you to really go a little bit deeper within yourself and see how you do handle situations. What is it that sets you off? Are you the person, you know, I'm thinking of someone in particular here, very quiet, very personable, very loving individual, and would never express. Yes, Cynthia, way to own it, girlfriend. She says, ha, I do not got this. I love that. Right? We just don't. But I'm thinking of this one individual who would never put that energy out, that she or he was upset or not feeling the vibes or angry with an individual, right? They're not a Scorpio. I use my Scorpionness all the time because it allows me, and actually I'm jumping all over the place, but let's just do this. It allows me to be authentically emotional. Now, let's just do this. I have to kind of gather myself back very quickly because that can become a whole something that will take me right out of my power. But that I've worked with. Going back to this, that individual I was talking about, not being able to really express themselves, then holds it inside. Okay. Now, this individual would never hurt another soul. For the love of the great goddess, would never hurt another living soul. But by sitting in that energy and not expressing it to whatever degree, dealing with the disappointment, dealing with the emotional baggage that suddenly arised, is that even a word? Risen? Come up? Whatever. Has suddenly happened. What happens is they start to hurt themselves. So their energy within themselves starts to shift and change. And now the joy and the happiness gets replaced with uncertainty, unclarity. I feel like I'm using words, Sammy, that don't even really exist. Is unclarity a word? It must be, but I'm just using words. Go with me, friends. You always do. But all this energy shifts and change. Now, spirit, when spirit comes in and sees you sitting in that energy, if you're working with spirit, you have a tool that others don't realize. We all have the ability to work with spirit, but we have this extra little tool. We can say, excuse me up there. God, Goddess, Buddha, Krishna, Creator, Source, whatever you believe in. I need a little bit of something here. I'm not feeling my feels, or I'm over feeling my feels. And how do I recenter and rebalance myself? Because the disappointment is usually not about us per se. It's about the circumstances around us. It's about the job that is around us. It's about the person that's with us. We have the ability within ourselves to channel a higher vibrational feeling to handle the situations. Doesn't mean that you don't grieve, that you don't cry, that you don't scream out loud, that you don't. I saw a girl today, guys, at the shopping mall. She came down the escalator. We were going to the parking lot. And of course, I'm always on my phone. I'm trying to do 1,000. I'm surprised I haven't knocked myself out cold and walking into a pole or tripping right over a garbage can. But I was trying to, my beautiful assistant, Vanessa, I was trying to give her all sorts of instructions. But from behind me, I heard some of the worst language I've heard in a long time. Now, it wasn't screamed out loud. It was mumbled, but she happened to be close behind me. And so I looked over and I was like, oh dear. And what do? I instantly sent that love and light. I was just like, oh, love and light. Sister, love and light. And then I went back to my writing and I kind of was following her. Now she passed me and I was kind of following her. She almost walked right in front of a car. I was like, oh my goodness. Anyway, she's parked a car away from me. And I heard her, because of course, now I'm still standing at my car, typing on my phone. I hear her go into her car and I hear her shut the door and then F, but she's slamming her steering wheel. So something has obviously upset her immensely. And I'm not tapping in. I'm not doing that. It's not my place. It's not my journey. But what I do is I sent this love energy over to her, even though I'm all frazzled and Vanessa's pretty sure that she's going to quit on me. But I took a moment and I turned around and I turned my back to her so she couldn't see what I was doing. And I just mouthed the words. I'm just like, okay, love and light, ease and peace and harmony. Love and light, ease, peace and harmony. And I just kept sending it to her until she pulled away. And then I got in my car. And I do that because I was willing to handle the disappointment for her. I was willing to say, okay, I'm going to give her something because I have plenty to give. We always have enough to give when it's love and light. As long as we're not pulling that energy in and allowing it to attach to ourselves, we can help others deal with their disappointments. We can help others move that energy up. Oh, Cynthia, I'm loving you, boo. We can help move that energy for them without taking it on. That's the difference. When I talk to everyone, when I'm sitting there speaking and I'm getting involved and we're talking about, not taking on people's vibrations, that's what I'm talking about. We can help people through the disappointments. And we can do that with just simply love and light, good intentions. It's enough. She may not feel it like that, but she's going to feel it here. And it'll be enough that she doesn't drive out into the middle of traffic and cause an accident. It'll be enough that I get her home safely. It'll be enough that she calms down to rethink the situation and look for her next move. Handling disappointment for others is way easier than handling it for us. But think for a moment, When we suffer, and I use that word specifically, we set ourselves up for a long journey of self-healing. When we see something that doesn't work in our favor, if we can ask for the guidance, remember, we have guides that chose us, that looked down at little Sammy as a little thought and said, oh, I can help Sammy when she comes to this world. I'm going to help Sammy. I'm not talking about me, by the way, although I might help Sammy, but I'm going to help Sammy, but I'm going to help her when she asks me. Do you see where we cannot be using their guides, where a lot of people would be like, not feeling my guides, not feeling that, because they don't know they exist. They're very busy praying to saints and maybe even the archangels, bless them, they're doing the right thing there, but to beings, but they're seeing them in the wrong light. We don't pray and beg for anything. I feel like I'm getting way off topic, Sammy, but I'm on a roll. I'm going to keep going, boo. We don't beg. Do not beg spirit. Why? Because you're better than that. Because you're not desperate. It may feel all sorts of desperation because that's our human experience. That's our human emotions. We may feel all that desperation, but we aren't. We all have the ability to realign, reconnect in the moment, readdress the disappointment that we are feeling, and use the guidance from spirit. Ask spirit for help. Do not beg. Show them you are powerful. Show them, spirit, that you are ready to do the work. Show them. They will hear that. They will look down upon you and they will be like, well, look at that beautiful harbinger. I hear him. I know that he's ready for the tools that will help him make a new path, to be able to let this one go and move forward. May take him a little while, but you know, it's all good. He'll come around. We know, we feel, right? We have the ability to realign, reconnect, readdress every single situation that comes upon us. We just do. And the more you sit in that energy, the more you sit in that power, the more you say, protector, come. If you don't know about spirit guides, friends, spirit guides are beings that in the metaphysical and spiritual world work with us. They are beings that they choose us to work with in this life because they have something to offer us. They have a guidance that we will resonate with them. If we believe, if we trust, if we are authentic enough in ourselves to open up to a higher vibration, to a new frequency, if we're willing to ride the roller coaster and learn the process and trust that process, we have tools like nobody's business that we can use to do the work. So, hurt people hurt people. Emotions are baggage that we need to learn from. So every time you think that you've gone through an emotional shift, a displacement, and I'm talking more about the negative than the positive right now. So I'm talking more about the anger and the bitterness and the sorrow and the anxiousness and all those feelings. The more that we learn how to move ourselves out of those, to accept them, to validate them. Do not disavow what you go through. If you're having a moment, Amanda, I want you to be in that moment. I want you to be like, yeah, I feel it. I'm anxious right now, or I'm sad right now, and I'm going to own it, but it doesn't define me because I'm going to ask for the guidance and put it to purpose. How many of you in the Zoom are purposeful and powerful right now? Hands up. If you're not showing yourself, use your little hand emoji. How many of you? Purposeful and powerful. Yeah, Karen. Yeah, girl. I saw the hesitation, but own it. Excellent. Lucy, yes. Anna, yes. Thumbs up. Amanda, Sammy, yes. You are. Cynthia, my girl. Yes. We are purposeful and powerful, and we have to own it. All day, every day. We own that. So your disappointments you want to handle, find the easiest way. Karen, if you have to literally scream out loud once to get it out of your system, do it and walk on. Let it be out of your system. Melanie, if you have to shed tears to get through an emotional moment, something that's happened that's just not worked in your favor, do it. Shed the tear. Don't let it define you. Cry as long as you need to. And then wake up with a smile on your face. Is it that simple? No, it's not. Most of the time. For those of us that do this work, though, Cynthia, it's fun to make up words, right? It's for most of us that do this work, though, it becomes second nature to recognize that disappointment leads to emotional baggage, right? It leads to emotions that we don't want to sit in, because when we sit in energy like that, what happens? Like attracts like. We start bringing all that energy over. So hurt people, but we are like the little angels been put here in the white light, in the white light, to recognize not only can we help others by sending white light. When people come to me and they're like, I'm hurting right now, I'm lost, I don't have purpose, what do? I send them white light. I send them love. I put them in my healing book so I can work on them when I'm in that right place to do it. Every time, without a doubt. Why then shouldn't I do that for myself? When I'm going through emotion, when someone hurts my feelings, I am so sensitive. I have a good friend, Lynn White, who tells me all the time, stop taking it personally. A year and a half ago, I stopped taking it personally. But I own everything that someone does to me. You don't get away you're not walking over me just because I'm not now taking it personally, right? Own your emotions. Let them go. Disappointment is only what you make it. Okay. Good stuff. Scream therapy. Okay. I love that. So I'm going to tell you a little story, guys. I went to a retreat in November. It was the most hellacious journey I've ever been on to get there, for the love of the great goddess. It was incredibly dramatic to get there. So that tells you what the flight systems are like. And I got to this retreat, and it was in Connecticut, and it was interesting. I mean, I think I was the oldest one there I wasn't 51 yet. I was 50. Oh my goodness. I was only a couple of days, I think, away from 51. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I think I was the youngest or oldest. I'd like to be the youngest, but I was not. And it was an interesting, but when I got there, because I was almost a day late because of all these travel things, they were doing scream therapy. And I got in there like a dirty shirt. When I first walked in there, I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot of angry young ladies beating the hell out of pillows. Where do I fit in this? And so I watched for a while. And remember, they don't even know I'm really there yet, because they're all like beating these pillows. And then I got in there and I beat the snot out of a pillow. At first it felt weird. I'm going to be straight up and honest, but I loved it. Loved it. I said names. I called people out to that pillow. And I did what I needed to do and felt like $1,000,000. So in my retreat in September, the Embrace Your Sacred Self retreat in New Westminster, we have 3 days, and not 3 days of beating pillows, but on the Saturday, we are going to beat pillows, people. So if you have any desire to release the anger, to release emotions, and you know that by September you're ready to do that, I got you covered. Let's go into Cynthia. Do you have your hand up just because you're loving us, or do you want to say something, boo? I just want to check. I don't want to disregard your hand.
I forgot to lower it when you asked us to raise.
That's okay. Just checking, just checking. How are we doing in Facebook land, Sammy? Or is anyone interacting? Are we good? Are we just chilling?
Yeah, well, we've got a few people in there. I think everyone's just really taking in what you're saying. It's really powerful and beautiful. Yeah, moving through a lot of emotions.
Facebook friends, Karen just left us a message saying, I stabbed my spaghetti squash while saying negative things.
Nice.
Get
It's
it
all
out, sister.
therapy. Yeah.
That spaghetti squash will never be the same, but you're going to feel damn good. I'm telling you. Okay. So you guys, I want to take just a moment. I just want you to focus on some pink energy. Usually we do a mini meditation in this. We go into a state. Those of you watching on YouTube or in any of the other chats later on, all my social media platforms, let's just go into a little bit of a place of self-love, because it is pink shirt day, pink hoodie day. It is a little bit of giving out, right? That's the green of the heart chakra. I want to focus right now on giving back to ourselves, because we are deserving. So we deserve to have good things because we work hard. And I always have that one person, I swear it's like a hater gonna hate, that says to me, well, not everyone works hard. And I'm like, how do you know how hard one's work is supposed to be? How do you know? And just relax into this, guys. How do you know that that person who is sitting on the couch day in and day out, that you think is not motivated, not inspired, not doing what they should be doing, isn't struggling mentally? How do you know that? Unless you're me and a psychic medium, you don't. Kidding. Don't ever judge a book by its cover. Don't ever look at what someone is or isn't doing and be like, Remember what I said. Hurt brings upon emotions and baggage, and we all deal with it differently. I'm going to be straight up here while you guys are relaxing into pink energy and green energy. I struggle with food all day, every day. I have an absolute 100% eating disorder. And to top that off, I have body dysmorphia. So you'll see me, and I'm not shy. You'll see me play with my hair. You'll see me constantly doing things. You'll hear me talk about it. I'll be like, oh my God, my hair today. Like, what the hell is that? Or, oh my goodness. But that's me not holding it in and suffering with it. It's me expressing it so I can move past it in the moment. Even if I can't move past it all the way, I'm moving past it in the moment. That's being authentic. Oh, so let's pat me on the back. Good stuff. Go into pink. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to feel that beautiful pink energy. Join me, Facebook friends. I want you to feel that moving all through you. Just let the pink of the heart chakra, the part of the heart chakra that's all the self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, positivity. I am that I am, and I am enough. I am powerful. I am purposeful. I am present with clarity and focus. I receive with gratitude, and I give with love. I speak my truth, and I come from the heart. I am perfectly flawed. I am here to learn, and learn, so shall I do. And as that pink energy becomes powerful, brighter, I want you to feel it within yourself, pulsating, moving. Feel it. Own it. Validate who you are. Melanie, you are enough. Harbinder, you are enough. Christine, you are enough. Karen, you are enough. You are enough. Anna, enough. Cynthia, enough. Lucy, enough. Amanda, enough. Facebook, YouTube, whoever's watching this, you are enough. Breathe in, Pink. Release everything else. Feel your empowerment. Feel your strength. Acknowledge your truth. Disappointment is nothing but an emotion that has tentacles, arms, if you will, branches that reach out and grab other emotions. It is your choice, beautiful souls, what those tentacles, branches, arms reach out and grab. Disappointment is a lesson learned that if you do this right, if you practice consciously, acknowledging and validating, you won't reach for the negative. Instead, you'll own the moment for what it is and simply move forward in the love and light of your own well-being. Breathe in and ground. I gift each and every one of you, whether you're here in the Zoom, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, everyone that needs it, wants it. I gift you a rose quartz. And in that rose quartz, I place the intention of harmony. And so it is. When you're ready, come back to the space. Every single one of you, anyone that comes into my world and experiences me through spirit will always leave with love in their hearts. Always. Thank you, friends. Always. Even if you don't find everything you're looking for. Because remember, more times than not, people have an idea of what they're supposed to get from me, and spirit's like, we're going to give you what you need, friend, not what you want, because if you were here to get what you wanted, it would be easy. But they will always leave a higher vibrational being. The work that I do is, I'm just a vessel. I'm a loud vessel. Right now I'm a pink vessel. And my nose is like bright red. Like, I think that's lack of sleep, friends. But I am a vessel to provide the messages that you need, body, mind, and spirit. Health, self, worth, all of it. When you come to my space, come without expectation and leave with everything. Always. And that is the nature of the talk today. So Sammy Boo, why don't we get into some messages? Let's do a little bit of messages. Put it out there to Facebook. If you've got a message, put it into the I don't know, the post, the comments in Facebook, and Sammy will pick up on it. Sammy, let's do this. Let's do 3 in Facebook and 3 here. But before we do that, Sammy Boo, while everyone's getting kind of ready, if they have questions, they can put it in here as well. Does anyone have something that they want to talk about, release, share about what we just talked about? Go, Sammy.
So there is an amazing comment that Pam just left on the Facebook page. She says, I've been really working on seeing how much I actually do. I used to think that I was very patient, but now I realize I'm just very good at regulating my emotions, honoring all emotions and moving through them. I'm so good that I help many people co-regulate all through my day. Embracing that strength, and that I have, and I own it. It's taken a long time to realize, but I'm actively doing that. And now she also uses that white light often, thanks to you, Tara. So that was beautiful. Thanks for leaving that, Pam.
Tammy, that is so beautiful. You know, I've come across a lot of people in my life. I have some of the most amazing, beautiful souls that I get to spend time with, both in my metaphysical and my spiritual world, but also outside my metaphysical and spiritual world. And when I see the empowerment that comes with the understanding that we have tools that are beyond and above just what we are taught in the fundamental terms, our preconceived notions, right? When we can reach out, when I see people being like, yes, I can believe in this and I can believe in this. It's so empowering for me because that's my purpose. So that was a beautiful message. I love it. I love it. And we're getting all these beautiful messages in here. Karen, love that. Totally felt like pink candy floss surrounding me. I love that. Everyone that doesn't have my issues should put themselves in pink candy floss once in a while. Nothing sweeter, right? And we deserve the sweetness. We deserve to be, you know, good come to us, good go through us.
Love that. It's very
right?
Katy Perry moment too, like the visuals. Just saying.
Right? That is such a Katy Perry thing. That's so funny. And again, you know, just today is Pink Shirt Day. And if there is someone that you feel maybe needs a little bit of extra love today, send them a thought, right? Excuse me, guys, my throat's going. I'm always told not to drink through these things. Try to forget it. This is me. This is how it works. But send them a thought. You know, spend a moment and just be like, you know what? Things aren't driving right now in whatever capacity. Whether it's their own issues, maybe it's between the two of us, not me, but you know what I mean, the two of you, whatever it is, send them a little bit of love and light and just be done with it. And the reason I say do this, because the more you sit in it, the more it becomes yours. That's not what I'm talking about. You're self-loving yourself already, right? We're pink candy floss people. We are candy floss. Send them some love. Everyone needs love. Everyone needs to have a little bit of help refilling their own cup. And what better way to stand for you know, unity, for acceptance, than to send a little bit of love out. And maybe you want to do the big thing and just send it to everyone. Whoever needs it will receive it. And they may not even know they needed it. So shall it be. Cynthia, lots of tower moments recently, and I would love to know what's in store for me regarding the things I'm calling in. Oh, you're calling in lots of stuff, baby. You know what? I feel like I want to say, I feel like I want to say a bunch of things. I was going to get cards, forget it. I'm all into the mediumship. I'm just going to download. So Cynthia, first thing I want to say to you, please, is there is a warmth that's running through you right now. I actually feel like a warmth, and it is something that is about to shift within you. So you are looking to empower yourself and to bring to fruition certain things. You said, you know, health, let's go like this: health, wealth, self-love, self-worth, all those things. And you're worthy of it, but Spirit's working with you. So you're open to it. You're feeling it. It's coming through in that right way. Look for summer to be a really powerful time for you, beautiful. Excuse me. I feel like summer is huge. So if you are really into intention work, if you're really into that kind of stuff, stay along for the ride with me. I've got stuff coming up that's going to blow people's minds. And I'm collaborating with people. It's going to be outstanding. But you're already there. You've already planted those seeds. Yeah, oh, that's so cute. You've already planted those seeds and you're nurturing them. Continue to nurture them. Stay out of that mindset of, well, this isn't happening fast enough. Again, don't set yourself up for emotional failure by having an expectation or a timeline. There's always good to have goals. Oh, I'd love this, but don't be so set in it that it's just like, it can't move that barrier. I can't move. You know how they talk about that? Somehow I got caught up in TikTok, political TikTok, and not Canadian political TikTok. I got caught up in American political TikTok, which set me on fire. I was just like, oh my, I had to somehow get myself out of there. And I still don't understand algorithms and everything. So apparently don't like anything that is even remotely something that might show up continuously on your face or TikTok. And what I was going to bring up with that is that they talk about how certain individuals keep moving the goalpost, right? You keep moving the goalpost. I say, I'd rather move a goalpost than be stuck and not be able to do anything. Sweetie, go with the flow. You're in a good place, Cynthia. I feel as though these things that you're coming will come in bits and pieces, but will come. Summer is an amazing season for you, please. So sit in that sunshine and happiness and percolate, okay? I want you to percolate. Remember, candy floss, we love it. Candy floss is good. Okay, let's go over. I saw another message here. Can you bring one from Facebook while I try to find Amanda's message?
Yeah, absolutely. So Valerie's just hoping for a message, anything general.
Okay, first thing I want to say to you, Valerie, please, is I feel like this is going to sound strange. I feel like sunshine and happiness. I feel like walking. I know I just said that a second ago about summer, but I feel like we need to find that sunshine. So it more has to do with emotions. Do you understand, Valerie? It more has to do with emotions. I feel like there's a mother energy coming through, a grandmother energy. I feel more mother. I feel like she's coming through. I feel like she's connecting with you and she's saying, chin up, chin up. She says, look at all the things that are around you. She says, you are someone that is good for giving to others, give back to yourself. She's also saying to tell you, please, nurturing does not have to suck you dry. That's interesting. Valerie, give us a note if that made any sense to you whatsoever. And if you have a mother in spirit, please. This woman is very, very loving, very caring. She would have been someone that she had some struggles in this life, but I feel like she is very much aware of who you are and what she sees in you. She's very proud of. So I'd like to leave that with you. Amanda, I want to come to you, please. And actually, I might go a little more than just a couple of messages each. Amanda, you want to talk about work, please, baby? I want to say to you, first of all, breathe in power. I feel like your conviction is going to be everything in this, in getting this job. The idea that you are worthy of it, solidify it. The idea that hey, if you have any doubts about any particular job that you're going for, don't waste your time. I'm just going to say that to you. Don't waste your time until you learn how to be in your empowered self. And what I mean by that is be able to switch yourself on and off. I need to be empowered. I believe I'm empowered. Okay, I'm empowered. When that energy comes, you can go for any job, even the ones that you're a little bit like, not so sure about, but right now I want you to stand in the power of what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel comfortable. I don't want you flying out of boxes at this point because I don't feel it would be to your highest and best, boo-boo. I feel like right now we want to have a little bit of complacency in your decision making. I feel like there's a change in work, but I feel you need to be in control of it. But to be in control of it, I feel that you have to feel it. That's the best way I can say it to you, Amanda. I also want to say to you, please, there's a young lady here that says control is not something your family does very well. Do you understand that, please? But she's rooting for you and she wants to be your biggest cheerleader, please, and she loves you. Can I leave that with you?
Yes, thank you.
You're very welcome. Sammy, is there anyone else? I know I'm drinking. My producer, my girl who does my videos is going to be like, I'm not cutting all that out. I told you not to drink. Sammy, what else do we have?
On in our chat here, Melanie is hoping to kind of get a general vibe on the work situation. She's like, I'm having a hard time kind of verbalizing or getting a question together, but she thinks that the work boss.
You want to know what's
feeling
happening in your workspace with you? Would that kind of be like, so would I tap into the workplace, Melanie? I don't know. There's something definitely in the air about work right now. I'm going to say something very interesting. When I tap into it, I want to say to you, ride the wave. I also want to say to you, please, that I feel as though if there is anything going on in the workplace, it really isn't connected to you. I feel it's more like other people's emotions, other people trying to work through their own stuff. I'm not even sure 100% beautiful that it really has anything to do with work. I feel more like other people bringing their own baggage into the workplace, which therefore shifts the energy and makes it into something a little bit wacky. Clear your space, hold your own though. The moment someone feels we're weak, they will dive in like a dirty shirt, baby, and they will walk all over you. Do you remember, Melanie? I'm pretty sure you're a part of this conversation. This was a while ago, but where I was talking about how people, the way I come off sometimes, maybe less so now, but the way I come off sometimes, people, tend to want to kind of walk all over me. They're, oh, Tara this, Tara that, especially older intuitive individuals, because I don't look my age. The ego of the older individuals is to put me in my place. Does that make sense? Don't let anyone put you in your place. You have wisdom, you have knowledge, and you have experience, baby. Own it. Do not let them use you as a scapegoat for anything. I'm not saying they're going to, but that's what happens if we don't stand in our power. And once I realized that, once I came to that place, and wait a second, yes, I have good skin. But, once I realized that people were seeing me in a different light, I upped my game. I said to Spirit, no way, I'm not going to be small. I'm not going to be small. I was never meant to be small. And I've done the hard effing work. I have done the hard work. I sit in my power. And that's not from ego. Well, maybe it is healthy ego, but it's not from ego. It's from a place of, I am here to be of service to myself first and foremost, and then I can be everything that you all need. And I'm happy to do it. And those of you that are listening here that are going to do this work, some of you are mentoring under me. Some of you are going to be doing the big mentorship with me. And when I say that, I mean, you're going to go full out so that you can feel what I feel, so that you can give that to your clients. I know this. So you know what? I celebrate that you're investing in this, because ultimately it's not investing for other people. It's investing in you. So you're your highest and best. And that's all that you need, because everything else will come from that. So I lost my points, Melanie. I got lost in all my empowerment there. Anyway, doesn't matter. You're strong. Don't let anyone walk all over you. Send me there. I'm a Scorpio. Okay, good stuff. Where are we? Give me some.
All right. We've got a couple people hopping on Facebook here. So Pam is wondering about her mom. It'll be 2 years on Saturday.
Oh, I can't believe it'll be 2 years. I knew Pam's mom, and I know her dad. Not super well, but enough, enough. And her mom was a strong woman. She could be stubborn. Here's what I'll say to you. First of all, please, I feel like we need to eat some food. Of course I do. No, I'm kidding. That was not okay. Pam, I feel like there is celebrations coming. I feel like it's I feel like we should go for lunch. I don't mean me, I mean you and your family. I feel like lunch is opposed to dinner. Don't ask me why, but I feel like it should be casual, light, and so much love, because your mom was love, right? And again, I didn't know her very well, but you could see it. Her family was her world, and her husband was very important. And why can I not think of your dad's name? James, James, something with a J. Excuse me, see, here's why I'm not supposed to drink sparkling water. when I'm recording a show. Okay. He needs to get out. He also needs to slow down. Why does she tell me that? I think she's told me that before. Your father's driving too fast. He needs to slow down. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's not about a car. It's about him doing too much. He needs to pay attention to what's going on. She says he's healthy. He's healthy now. Tell him he's healthy. He doesn't have to overdo anything. Also, please, I feel like he's going to get a reward. He's getting a medal of some sort. Does anyone feel like I'm just talking out my butt here? He's not. I'm listening to what she's saying. I feel like he's going to get a reward, some kind of gratitude. I feel like it'll be sent to him in the mail. I'm just going to leave that for you, Pam. Your mom is here. She's very happy to be here. She feels you. She hears you. She hears you. She hears you. And she says to tell Val that it's okay. She's doing a good job. It's okay. It's okay to be frustrated. It's even okay to be annoyed. But she's doing a good job. Okay, I'm going to leave that.
It's beautiful. She definitely validated that it was Jim, the J name.
Good.
And he walks and gets medals for it. So that would track. And yeah,
that's funny to me. He's going to get a medal in the mail.
That's awesome. I mean, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, good for him.
Anna's wondering if there's any message for her.
I just read a message from Anna. I can't. Is it Leah Remini? She says, I don't know why, but when you were talking just now, you sounded like Leah Remini. I do these weird things where I listen to myself afterwards and I'm like, who is that? That is weird. I'll take her though. I like her. And she's strong and she stands in her power. That whole Scientology thing with her, I watched all that stuff because what time is it? I can do this. Because when I was like a teenager, like 16, 17, we were downtown. There's a Scientology building, right? I want to say it's on Hastings, but up towards, the middle of, I don't think it's Cordova. I'm pretty sure it's Hastings. And Kelly and I'll never forget this. And I was just talking to Kelly's sister. We were going downtown. We always used to go by, well, never mind, doesn't matter. Anyway, point of the story is, there was a Scientology building and they were standing outside recruiting people. Come in, let us talk to you. And we went in and they'd separated Kelly and I. And I was out of there so quick. And obviously Kelly must have come out fairly quickly too. I'm pretty sure I waited there a few minutes for her, but I will never forget that. The icky feeling. I don't remember a thing they said to me. I'm 51. That's a long time ago, but I don't remember anything they said or whatnot. But I remember that when Leah came out and started talking about it in a big way, it was after that, what's his face? Tom Cruise jumped on that couch with Katie Holmes and was like, oh, I love her so much. That was when and she's a strong woman and she's authentic. She stands in her power. Absolutely. She's a beautiful, inspirational role model. She's not afraid to call them out, and we shouldn't be afraid to call them out. Being spiritual, being in your power, first of all, doesn't mean you slam people, but it also does not mean you take crap. You do not take crap. You call people out that aren't doing the good work. You do. You do it subtly sometimes, but you do it, and that's part of you doing the good work. So yes, I'm sorry, Anna, did you have a question for me though before I got caught up?
She said, I think just looking for a general reading, but if she has anything more specific, drop that in the chat.
No, everything to me is good to go. As a matter of fact, I feel your energy you're learning how to master the energy, right? You're learning how to regulate yourself. Oh, that's a good word, Tony. You're learning how to regulate yourself. So there's an emotional roller coaster with you that I think you have a hard time actually seeing. And it's a beautiful roller coaster because it shows you your highs and lows. So there's moments where you're anxious that this isn't going to work for me. And then you're like, oh, no, I got this. I'm sitting in those good vibes. I feel like we should put crystals, like sprinkle crystal dots. Where are those things? I think I dropped it. I did drop it. I had all these little tiny crystals that I I don't know where they came from, like little tiny. I think we should sprinkle you in crystals and just let it do its work. Because again, you're very left-brained in a lot of ways. So you're analogical, you're analytical, you're logical. You're able to sit in that power, but at the same time, you've got this whole creative nature where spirit wants to come in and do all the stuff with you. You are going to be a really great facilitator of body, mind, and spirit. You're going to be really, really sitting in that power. So do the work. I know you're in the midst of working on stuff. Keep investing in yourself. Keep doing the good works for you. You're going to see the outcome sooner than you think. I love empowered people. I do. And I'm seeing it more and more. You know, I'm seeing it, people falling into my plate, falling onto my plate, falling into my lap, wherever they are. I told a cute story the other day to a woman. She asked me if she was ever going to get a boyfriend. And I said, well, what are you doing to get the boyfriend? I've said this many times. This is not a thing that has not been said before. And she's like, oh, nothing really. I said, are you on dating apps? Oh God, no. I said, well, do you go out? I don't know where to go. I said, do you think that this is Santa Claus dropping a gift down the chimney for you? I said, no one's dropping a man down a chimney, sweetheart. You have to get out there and do something to gain that energy. She laughed so hard. I was so grateful, but she laughed so hard. And she says, I'm going to use that all the time now. You just can't have a man being dropped down your chimney. You just don't want it. You want to have some choice in that man. Okay. Anything down on Facebook land, Lovey?
Yeah, that was a good segue because Angel is wondering about her love life.
Okay. Which angel are we talking about?
Angel Hawkins.
Yeah, I knew it was you, Angel. I knew it was you. I knew it was you. I'm gonna say some hard truths, baby. I'm gonna say some hard truths. Let go. Allow yourself the ability to start over. Now, wait, before you jump in, you start going, oh, and what I mean by that is get into that place of looking at the relationship, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about, and being like, are the feels there? And if the feels are there, are they the right feels? And if the feels aren't there, am I willing to do the work to recoup those feels? Then I want you to go a step further, and I want you to do this. Is the individual willing to do the work to recreate the feels? Sit in your power. Feel that energy. Because you are not meant to be small in a relationship. You're just not. So if you're not feeling it and there's no recouping that feeling, lesson learned. Be grateful for the moment. Be strong. Be strong and move forward. You won't be alone. You won't be alone. There will be someone that will walk into your space, not fall down your chimney, but walk into your space and will hold energy with you. It'll be the strength. And one of the most beautiful things Spirit gave me years ago for people in relationships or looking for relationships was this. Work on yourself. Align yourself to your highest and best. So when you do, or you are ready to put yourself out there, it's not from a place of vulnerability. It's not from a place of desperation. And it's most definitely not from a place of lack of self. And what will you bring back? What will you attract to your loving, vibrant, badass, bitch, place, person? You will bring an equal. Someone that will love you and work with you on your level. And don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. No, I don't love this relationship. No, I don't want to date this man. There is no second date happening here. Hells no. It's okay. You are better off waiting for that right person than you are lowering yourself. This is truth. And I'm giving crab fingers. It's an inside joke, people. Just go with it. Thank you, friends. Anything else there, Sammy, or are we good?
Do we have time for any more?
Is there a quick one? I'll do one more.
Um,
Let's see what's on Zoom here.
sure. Yeah. We're
Nope,
looking
there's
at
nothing on Zoom. Is there one on Facebook?
Lucy actually messaged me if there was time
Okay.
we could get to her.
Yes, please, and thank you.
Is there anything, Lucy, you're particularly looking for, Lovey? Anything you want me to tap into particularly?
After all your beautiful, beautiful words, I have stepped back and understand that I hurt somebody because I was hurt. I took a step back and I get it. And now I feel bad.
Oh, okay. So let's okay. First of all, you got Starry Night acceptance. You got Starry Night acceptance.
I accept it.
But I want to say this to you. I want you to change your narrative with that. I don't want you to feel bad. Okay? I don't. I don't want you to carry that emotion. What I want you to do with it instead is I want you to say, I have clarity. And you just said that, but I want you to listen to me. I have clarity. I have focus. I have understanding. I realize what I did. I own it. And now I let it go. Now,
Yes.
if you, I don't want you to feel bad with it. You understand it. You've accepted what happened. I'm talking to Lucy like she's down here at the bottom of my screen.
Yes.
You've accepted it. You're validating the emotion that you understand and have learned from it. Yes, you've learned from it. And send them love and light.
Sending.
If you feel you have to apologize, if you feel, that's up to you. I'm not diving into that. What I want you to do to keep yourself on that level and to be of service back towards them, to heal the wounds, so to speak, is to send them the love and light. The authentic love and light from your soul, because you understand what went awry.
Yes.
I love that for you. I love that for you, Lucy.
Because your beautiful words, then you can see things clear and take a step back.
Yeah, I love that for everyone. And take this seriously as a moment to really address if there is something, an emotion that you're holding that maybe is a little twisted. And what can you do to realign it? Friends, Facebook family, my Zoom family, all the people on YouTube, all 3 of you or more, I want to say to you, thank you. Thank you for always supporting me in my chats, for coming and being a part of this. I am so looking forward to seeing you. I just really, really love that you all are participating. Look for the 3-in-1 program coming up. It's the empowerment program with all the new practitioners that are stepping in. Come and join us and look for all the really cool things on the website, www.spiritessence by Tara Diana. I'm always so blessed to be in your guys' presence, and I'm going to let it all go.